I don't have enough experience. If you've ever looked at a job description and quietly said those words to yourself, you're not alone. Every year, thousands of graduates leave university believing they have one major problem: no experience. But here's the strange part. I've seen graduates with almost identical qualifications take completely different paths. One gets interviews, the other hears nothing. If neither of them has experience, why does one stand out? Today, we're opening case file number 004. A graduate who believed they had nothing to offer employers. But as we started collecting evidence, a very different story began to emerge. The case. Let's call her Emma. Fresh out of university. Good grades. Completed her degree. Motivated. Professional. Ready to work. At least, that's what she thought. Reality felt different. Every job description seemed to ask for experience. 1 year, 2 years, sometimes even 3. Every rejection made her more convinced. I'm not qualified. Eventually, she stopped seeing herself as someone employers wanted and started seeing herself as someone asking for a chance. That shift changed everything. So we opened the case. Evidence A. The first thing we looked at wasn't her resume, it was her definition of experience. I asked a simple question. Have you ever led a project? No. Were you part of a university assignment? Well, yes. Did your team have deadlines? Yes. Did you solve problems? Yes. Did you present your work? Yes. Interesting. Because employers call that project experience. Graduates usually call it just university. Evidence B. Then we looked a little further. Emma had volunteered at community events, worked weekends at a retail store, helped organise student activities, tutored classmates before exams. None of those appeared on the first page of her resume. Why? Because she didn't think they counted. But employers don't only hire people with job titles. They hire people who can demonstrate skills. Communication, leadership, problem solving, teamwork, adaptability. Evidence was everywhere. She simply hadn't recognized it. Evidence C. Then came the biggest discovery. Emma's resume introduced her like this. Recent graduate seeking an opportunity. Immediately, the conversation became about what she lacked, instead of what she could contribute. We changed just one idea. Instead of introducing herself by her limitations, she introduced herself through her strengths. Not, I don't have experience, but I've already demonstrated these capabilities. The difference was subtle. The impact wasn't. The breakthrough. This investigation taught me something I'll never forget. Confidence doesn't usually come before evidence. It comes from recognizing evidence that's already there. Emma didn't magically become more employable overnight. She became better at presenting the evidence she already had. And employers finally saw what had been there all along. Diagnosis. Here's the mistake many graduates make. They think employers are hiring years. Employers aren't. They're hiring potential. Potential backed by evidence. No, university projects aren't the same as 5 years in industry. But they don't have to be. Their purpose is different. A graduate isn't expected to compete with a senior professional. They're expected to demonstrate they can learn, contribute, and grow. Once Emma understood that, everything changed. Viewer investigation. If you're a graduate, or you once were, I'd like you to answer one question. What's one thing you've done that you never thought counted as experience? Maybe it was volunteering, a side project, a university assignment, running a small business, helping at a family business, teaching yourself a skill. Share it below. You might help another graduate realize they have more evidence than they think. Official case finding. A lack of professional experience is rarely the whole story. More often, the evidence exists. It simply hasn't been recognized or presented in a way employers can understand. Next investigation. In our next career autopsy, we're investigating one of the most frustrating experiences in the modern job search. You click Apply. Everything seems to submit successfully. And then, nothing. No email. No interview. No rejection. Just silence. We'll open the black box of online applications and investigate why job applications can feel like they disappear into thin air. Continue today's investigation with Evidence Brief number 001. The 15-minute CV fix. It'll help you identify hidden positioning mistakes before your next application. You'll find the link in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's investigation, consider subscribing. Every week we open another career autopsy, collect more evidence, challenge common assumptions, and uncover why careers succeed or fail. Because here at Career Hack, we reverse engineer why careers succeed or fail.